Pokémon Horizons is the latest iteration of the Pokémon anime with one key difference. Ash's 25-year tenure as the protagonist is done, so we got thrusted into some uncharted territory with two main characters. Roy, who intends to discover the legends of the world and has this mysterious ancient Pokeball, and Liko, who has this mysterious pendant. We do learn early on that there's a connection between the pendant and the Pokeball, and we're joined by this nice supporting cast for Rising Volt Tacklers. Yeah, they were hired by Liko's mom, which is hilarious to me. And now they must travel the world in a giant airship. You'll notice that the world traveling formula is reminiscent of Pokemon Journeys, though I do think it's handled much better here. Early episodes of Journeys felt a bit aimless. We didn't get a goal for Ash until at 12 episodes into the series. Here we get slapped with a few mysteries that help keep us guessing. The first mystery is the nature of the pendant, which is also connected to an unreleased legendary Pokemon at the time of the episode's airing. The connection to Roy's ancient Pokeball, what this explorer organization wants with the pendants. Oh, and everyone in this explorer organization is named after gemstones commonly used in jewelry, like pendants. We also see that there are more of these ancient Pokeballs floating around the world. And we see their relationship to this ancient adventurer. In years past, we didn't get the luxury of having this many mysteries driving the plot. Pokemon as a franchise runs off of a certain formula, do a bunch of gyms in a certain order. It only took till recently where we broke that formula, where we could now do the gyms in any order. We really knew the plot already. The conversation has always been dominated by who gets what Pokemon or how Ash will lose the league. Even after Ash's tenure shifted to more anime original content, we were still dominated by which character would get what Pokemon conversations, or which character will return conversations. This is also beneficial to have an evil team be anime original with no connection to the games. You don't really know their grand plans and thus gives you more to speculate on rather than have it all laid out in the games. As much as I like all this food for thought this anime gives us, there's a hazard to this. If you're going to drive a plot through mystery, your answer must be more compelling than the question itself. And believe me, we have a lot of questions. And believe me, answers have been disappointing in the past in this anime. In terms of team composition, I'm actually surprised how little in the way we have of Pokemon captures by the main group. I guess that makes sense since we have such an expanded human cast compared to past teams. So far, we only have backstories for one person not named Liko or Roy. That would be Molly, who is the healer, and she shares a voice with the Nurse Joys of this series. She was born into a long line of doctors and wanted to be a bit more proactive in healing Pokemon. In terms of the most interesting members of the Rising Volt Tacklers, I'd have to say Dot, who is actually the kooky streamer Nito thing. She's also the designer of most of the computer systems aboard the airship, and is the character I'm most interested to see open up and interact with the cast more. Overall, I think this is a strong start to the series, and I look forward to seeing more from it. I do say that this series does remind me of Digimon Tamers in that it seems way more easy to binge than it is to watch week to week, though where exactly to draw the line to binge in batches is a bit unclear since it's still airing. I hope you enjoyed my thoughts on the matter. Please consider liking, subscribing, and tipping the channel on Ko-fi. This is Cyril signing off.